Now look, cricket is a strange game, we all know this, but then CSK did something truly wonderfully stupid. They signed dinosaurs, yes, actual dinosaurs, to play cricket, the Chennai Super Kings, more like Chennai Super Lizards now, right? Imagine the press conference, MS Dhoni just standing there, a giant T-Rex next to him. The T-Rex is wearing a tiny yellow cap. Dhoni says, "This is Terry. He is our new opening batsman. You just can't make this stuff up." But they did. They really did. It was quite the scene, believe me. Other teams were, shall we say, confused and scared. Very scared. Picture this. The Mumbai Indians captain calls his manager. They have a what now? A dinosaur? Is that even legal? The rule book probably says nothing about dinosaurs because, and this is important, who would think of it? It's like putting a shark in a swimming pool race, except the shark is 40 feet tall and might eat the other swimmers, or the pool. This was a bold strategy by CSK, a very bold and frankly terrifying strategy for everyone else involved. Then came the logistics. Oh, the beautiful logistics. How do you get a brachiosaurus into a cricket jersey? The answer is, you don't. You just paint it yellow and hope for the best. Helmets? Forget helmets. Terry the T-Rex tried one on. It looked like a thimble on his giant head. Then he sneezed. The helmet is now in orbit. This is not an exaggeration. Okay, it might be a slight exaggeration, but only slight. The equipment manager quit. He said, "I signed up for bats and balls, not Jurassic Park." Fair enough, really. And the fans. Oh, the fans. At first they were shocked. Then they were very loud. Imagine the roar. Not from the crowd, from the players. The actual players who are dinosaurs. Sales of giant foam fingers went through the roof. Except now they were giant foam claws. The stadium needed new, stronger seats and bigger exits. For when Terry got a bit too excited or hungry, this was going to be a season unlike any other. A truly historic and possibly very short season for CSK if they weren't careful. So Terry the T-Rex walks out to bat. Well, walks is a gentle word. It was more like an earthquake. The ground shook. The bowlers quaked. Terry had a special bat. It was a tree, a whole tree. His tiny arms were a problem, but when he connected, oh boy, the ball didn't just go for 6, it went into the next town. Sometimes it caused minor property damage. One ball smashed a window of the International Space Station, probably. We're still checking on that one. The poor fielders just watched it go. What else could they do? Then you have Vicky the Velociraptor. She was a fielder, super fast, like unbelievably fast. She could cross the entire field in seconds. Amazing, right? Well, mostly. Sometimes Vicky got a bit confused. She'd chase the ball, catch the ball, and then eat the ball. Yes, eat it, gulp, gone. The umpires had a special new signal. It was for ball eaten by dinosaur. This happened a lot. It really slowed down the game. And CSK ran out of balls, often. Vicky was a good fielder, but maybe too good, or too hungry for the game. Let's not forget Steggy the Stegosaurus. He was the wicket-keeper. His big thagomizer tail was an issue, a very big issue. Every time he got excited, swish! The tail would swing. Bye-bye stumps, bye-bye bails, sometimes bye-bye umpire. The umpires started wearing full body armor and demanded danger pay. Steggy meant well, he really did. He'd look very sad after knocking everything over, but then he'd wag his tail again. Because he was happy, he looked sad correctly. It was a vicious, destructive cycle of emotion and timber. And Terry the pterodactyl, oh Terry, he was an outfielder. He could fly, which was handy. He'd soar high above, spot the ball easily, then he'd dive. Gracefully sometimes, other times he'd get distracted by a shiny car or a pigeon. One time he caught the ball, then he just kept flying, higher and higher. He landed on the stadium roof with the ball. The game stopped for an hour. They had to get a very long ladder. Terry just sat there preening. He thought he did a great job. Bless his leathery heart. Imagine this. A dinosaur takes a wicket. A proper bowled him middle stump wicket. What happens next? Pure unadulterated chaos. Terry the T-Rex, let's say he's the bowler. He lets out a roar. Not a yay, I got a wicked roar. A full, I am a terrifying prehistoric apex predator roar. The ground trembles, windows shatter, the batsman runs, not back to the pavilion, he just runs. Out of the stadium, possibly out of the country. His teammates hide under the benches, it's very effective, but perhaps a bit unsporting, wouldn't you say? The opposition teams were understandably terrified. Who wants to face a triceratops charging in to bowl? He has 3 horns. 3, one batsman complained. His horns are not regulation size. The umpire, from a safe distance, just shrugged. What could he say? Sorry, mate, prehistoric bowling equipment is a bit of a grey area in the rules. Some batsmen would just walk off. Nope, not today. My life insurance doesn't cover this. CSK won many games by default, which is one way to win, I suppose. Not pretty, but effective. Food became a big issue, a very big issue. Dinosaurs are big. They eat a lot. The catering budget for CSK went through the roof. And the floor and the neighboring building, they needed tons of food. Literally tons. One match was delayed because Bronte the Brontosaurus ate the entire lunch buffet for both teams. And the umpires, and some of the spectators' picnics. Where did the umpire go? Someone asked. Turns out he was just very, very full and a little bit green. It was a difficult situation for catering staff, to say the least. But there were unexpected talents. Oh yes, Brenda the Brachiosaurus with her long neck. She could see everything, everything. She was like a natural DRS system. No, she'd rumble, her head high above the commentary box. That was definitely pitching outside leg. She was always right. Her eyesight was incredible. She could spot a no ball from miles away or a dropped sandwich in the crowd. She also provided excellent shade on sunny days. So, swings and roundabouts, or in this case, long necks and very accurate line calls. So how did the season end for CSK? Well, they made it to the playoffs. Of course they did. It's hard to lose when the other team is too scared to come out of the dressing room, or when your main bowler can cause minor earthquakes with his run-up. There were many forfeits, many. Stadiums mysteriously developed large T-Rex foot-shaped holes in the pitch before matches. Oh dear, CSK would say, looks like we win again. It was a masterclass in psychological and geological warfare. Pure genius in a terrifying, city-destroying kind of way. The final match was something else, something truly special. It was CSK versus, well, it doesn't matter who it was against. They were brave for even showing up. The pitch was already half destroyed. Terry took a mighty swing. He missed the ball. He hit the stumps. He hit the umpire, who was in a reinforced cage by now. He hit the giant TV screen. The screen exploded. It was spectacular. Then Vicky the Velociraptor ate the trophy. She just swallowed it whole, shiny. She thought it was a fancy chicken, a very, very fancy gold-plated chicken. The end-of-season awards were hilarious. Most destructive player went to Terry the T-Rex, obviously. He received a voucher for a new skyscraper to knock down. Fastest ball devourer was Vicky the Velociraptor. Her prize was a lifetime supply of cricket balls. The groundsmen were not happy. Most likely to accidentally sit on teammate went to Steggy the Stegosaurus. He got a bigger chair, a much, much bigger chair. It was a season of records, mostly for property damage and ball consumption. So what happens next? Do other teams get dinosaurs? Is this the future of cricket? Imagine the Ashes. England with a Spinosaurus, Australia with a Giganotosaurus. The mind boggles and the insurance premiums skyrocket. Perhaps it was a one-off, a glorious, chaotic, hilarious one-off. Or maybe, just maybe, next year they'll add marine reptiles. And now, bowling for Mumbai, a megalodon. And you thought the super over was tense. Cricket, what a game. Especially with dinosaurs, it really is something else.